Hello ENC students, this is Professor Bloomingberg. Purpose of this video is to introduce you to a whole new area that we're going to be covering in the class, which is research. Now if you're in ENC 90, my online 90 section, it's going to be a little different than if you are in my ENC 91. Different from the standpoint that 91 students are going to write a source-based paper. 90 students, the purpose is just to introduce you a little bit to research so that when you get into 91, it won't be quite so daunting when you start learning about research. I'm going to be connecting for each class a link that will take you to the databases, and the first thing that I want to let you know is that the database that we're using for research is one called Opposing Viewpoints. So from the link you will click Opposing Viewpoints, which if I'm repositioning the camera a little bit, you'll see that I have it right here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it. It's going to bring me into the database, but there is something that I want to make you aware of since you're going to be working at home, or at least that would be my assumption. When you are working at home, you will be asked to put in your KCTCS username and password when you click on the Opposing Viewpoints database. Just make sure you put that in correctly, and from there you should be able to pull up this particular website, which is the Opposing Viewpoints database. Now I'm going to scroll down, and on the bottom left hand corner, it's very important, we have a section for society and culture, and I'll try to maybe pull the camera down just a little bit so that you can see society and culture right here. There's an option to view all, so I'm going to click that. It's right to the side of the society and culture title. And I'm going to reposition this camera now that you have that view so I'm not being so shaky with it. And I'm going to click view all. And what you're going to see is a whole variety of options in terms of research topics. There are a lot of them. I'm just scrolling down to show you what they look like. There are two topics that I'm going to take off the table. That is to say that you cannot choose these as research topics. The first topic is abortion. I'm taking that one off the table because there's already been so much written and said about abortion, and it's one of those topics where it's very difficult to change someone's mind, which is going to be a very important task for this assignment. The next topic I'm taking off the table is just for civility purposes, if you would avoid using pornography topic for your research project. So your questions are probably, okay, you want us to pick a topic, what exactly are we doing with it? Well, the point of it is, if you're 90, you're going to examine some articles, and the payoff is going to be that you're going to write a short paper where you talk about the kinds of sources that you found and maybe some of the general things that you learned in researching the topic. 91, it's going to be a little bit more involved, because what you guys are going to do is likewise pick a topic, but you're going to be a bit more persuasive. That is to say, you're going to pick a position, or if it's a topic that doesn't lend itself well to picking a position, you will maybe propose a solution to one of these problems. So your tasks are going to be a little different depending on which class you're in, and I'll be sure to update online through Blackboard specific tasks that I want you to complete. The very first task is going to be to review these topics, and in the discussion board, post for myself and the rest of the class which topic that you wish to examine for the paper. And I just want to show you something very briefly. I'm just going to click on one. Let me just click on minimum wage just to show you what happens. They're all linked. And when I click on it, you will see that it contains a series of resources for you. There's featured viewpoints, there are regular viewpoints, academic journals, statistics. This is where you're going to go to find your information. And the great thing is they're all available right there on the database for you. So for this project, I want you to stay away from Google and Wikipedia and just general online searches, because everything you need should be found readily here at the magazines and news. I mean, it's just got a variety of sources where you don't have to go outside on Google or Wikipedia. It's all here for you. If I just click on the first viewpoint, you'll see it pulls up and it gives the full article. So everything that you need is listed right there. Please note at the bottom there is a source citation that will become important later, and what I will likely do is make a follow-up video to talk a little bit, mostly for 91 students, to talk about MLA and what you would need to do in writing your papers. I think that this is kind of the basis of the first video here. There's going to be a lot of questions, I know. I'm going to post some information for you up on Blackboard, but this again is the sort of a whole new project that we're going to be working on that'll pretty much take us through most of the rest of the semester. If you have questions, feel free to email me. Remember the two topics, abortion and pornography, that are off the table. Everything else we can negotiate about to see how that's going to work for your topic. Good luck, and again, I'll be posting more information soon.